Right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of my Unemployed to Champion save here on Football Manager 2020. We are Leyton Orient manager coming up into our first game of the entire series and as Leyton Orient manager against Swindon at home. I actually don't know the name of our stadium. What's the name of our stadium? Let me have a look. Where is it? Club. It'll be up here somewhere. General. Somewhere. Facilities. Somewhere. Oh, there we go. The Brea Group Stadium. I thought it was called something different to that, but sure. Here we are. So, we're going into our first game of the season. This is the formation that we're currently holding, that we're currently going to be playing. Obviously, as I mentioned in the last episode, our midfield isn't that good. So we kind of have to be wary of that. We have to be wary that, you know, we could easily drop off at any point in this season. One or two players could get injured and we could be absolutely screwed. So, as you can see here, I brought up a young midfielder from the would have been the under 23s, I think he was in. 17 years of age, has a decent amount of potential for this league. Do I think he's good enough for this league at this moment in time? Hell no. Hell, not a chance. However, we may need him. That's plain and simple. We might actually need this guy to actually be successful. We have also trying to bring in another guy called Christ. This guy. Christ Mayuba. That's nothing against him. It's just, you know, that's his name. Our Lord and Saviour, hopefully. This guy isn't that good, but again, 18 years of age, hopefully has a lot of potential, and hopefully will help us in the long run. It's just with the amount of money that we've got, and the fact that we're not in the transfer window, and the fact we've already got loads of loan signings already in, it's not looking good for our midfield this season. I can see why this team is in 24th. It's because they have no midfield whatsoever. However, I have picked what I feel is my strongest lineup for this formation and for this time period. We're going on balanced. I'll just scroll through all these so you can see what our tactics are going to be. I'm going to try and give them a bit more free reign. I know it says be more disciplined and stuff like that here, but I'm going to give them a bit more free reign in the attacking third. But for the most part, it's actually kind of defensive with a bit of a gegenpress style. Because I feel like players at this level, I know that I don't really know how far they can go in terms of pressing, in terms of loads of all this, in terms of all this stuff. I don't know how far they can actually push and go, and before they just aren't tactically good enough for these tactics. So we'll look. Again, that's why I've also selected short passing and not much short passing, so we can kind of give them a bit of a kind of solid foundation to say, look, we want you to play this way, but it would be okay if you didn't. You know what I mean? We want you to try and play this way, but it's okay if you don't. So yeah, this is our first team. Maximum of 5 loans in the squad. We've already got 3 in, so we have to be careful. I'm going to put Sam in. Am I? I don't really normally play goalkeepers on the bench and stuff like that. So we'll put right back in. We'll put... Which one can play midfield? God, he's awful, isn't he? Look at that. He's the absolute state of him. So he's more of a winger than anything. This guy. I mean, he's not a very good one. You see people like him? Do we really need him? Is he good enough for this level? This guy isn't bad. Yeah, we'll go with him instead. I normally have a right back, a left back, a centre back. Which in this case, it'll be Josh Coulson. Yeah, I think that'll be right. Then we'll go with George Marsh, Brendan, Isaiah Sterling. And this guy, by the way, I really like the look of this guy. I think this guy looks like he's got a lot of potential. He looks actually really, really bright and really good. You know, the more we can use him, the better. Realistically, however, you know, there are some other players like him, Danny Johnson, who is probably the most ideal candidate to be playing. But we've got so many wingers and stuff like that. We could easily sell 1 or 2 in January. I'll see when it comes to January who I'm going to sell and who I'm going to keep. See what we can kind of salvage from this squad, and then see what we can try and who we can invest it in. But for now, maximum. Oh, have I got 6? Right. Okay. So you're going to come out, and we're just going to bring you in. I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I think that's the best we can do at the moment. I think a 3-back is the best option. 3-man midfield, again, is the best option, even though obviously we don't have a lot of midfielders. Again, we have the 4-4-2 here in case we need it. Let's just go into it. Go into the game against... I've already forgotten who we're facing. Who are we facing again? Swindon, that's it. Against Swindon, who are... I didn't actually see. Let me have a look. Who are 8th in the league. We are 24th. With 7 points. At least there's only one relegation spot this year. That's definitely going to help us. But here we go. No captain has been selected. Brendan should... Oh, as well. So I thought he was selecting him as captain. I was like, no. He's not even starting. But yeah, we'll give him like the 54. Why not? 54. For no other reason than it's a high number and he's really young. Here we go. Leyton Orient versus Swindon. In our first... full game of the season, or our first game of the season, no matter what. That's really our first full game. Right, boys, passionately. This is a great opportunity to show all the critics. Oh, go on, lads. Go on, then, lads. Right, my computer's already going crazy because of because I don't know, just because it's in the 3D. It was because it was in 3D match engine already. I'm gonna start playing in 3D, but I need to sort out why my bloody PC fan always goes mental whilst I'm in 3D. Lloyd Eastgrove. Bloody hell, words. God. Right. If you're wondering why I'm tackling them hard, it's because I don't really want to be pressing them. I don't really want to be pushing my defense too far out. But I want them to be, I want my midfielders to kind of tackle them hard. It makes sense in my mind. It makes sense in my mind. That's all that matters. Anyway, 2D. Right, computer, you can shut up now. There's no goals on the pitch for some reason. Is there any reason behind that? There we go. That was weird. Do fast. Right, let's go into our first game of the season as Leyton Orient manager. And it's going to be a long, hard season. But we're going to certainly give it our best. Is Cisse. Widdowson. Cisse. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. I'm not even going to lie. Vigoro. Come on. Thank you. Fucking hell. Clay. Cisse. Lavinia. Lavinia? I don't know. Clay. Widdowson. Come on, boys. Oh. Angol. Oh, so close. Saved by Brenda. Oh. Not Bender. Yeah, it is Bender, not Brenda. Still 0-0. Don't get creative. I'm going to up the speed of the gameplay a bit. Been a very tentative game thus far. Eastgrove nods it down to one of our players. Angol to Wilkinson. Good little nod off. Clay. Osho. Hap or Hape. I really want to be really happy. Widdowson. Angol. Oh, I can't get there. Eastgrove picks it up and it leads to nothing. Lovely. I'm not gonna lie to you, lads. I expected much more from that game, or at least the first half of that game. Aggressively, I'm not happy with your performance out there. Come on, fire him up, G him up. I'm gonna kick up the arse. Let's go, boys. Let's try and create something in this second half. Do something. Wilkinson, whip that ball in, lad. It's not bad. To Clay to Cisse. He's been fouled. I presume that's going to lead to nothing. Oh, we have a free kick actually. Hap. Whips it over. Again, can't pronounce his name. Angol. It's a penalty! Lee Angol's going to take the penalty. We have a chance to score our very first goal of the season. Angol steps up, takes it, shoots it down the middle with power, and scores his second goal of the season. Leyton Orient 1, Swindon 0 from the penalty spot. That's exactly what we needed because this game was absolutely dead. Bender probably should have done a lot better. But it's exactly what we needed. It's exactly what we needed. A good opportunity to G ourselves up, get a goal, easy as you like. And then we can build from here as I say that. Swindon on the attack. Musquay. Easy save for Vigoro. Some of our players are looking a bit, how can I say, shit. So we're going to bring Danny Johnson for Lee, and Lee's going to swap over, and Connor Wilkinson's coming off because he's apprehensive or whatever the hell. Again, all these, there's not much I can do about it. They're not really going to change, but you haven't played well. So dare I bring on Brendan Shabani? No, I think we have to bring on George Marsh. I mean, I don't really know how good he can, how well he can play. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. They're all shit. Brendan, screw it, mate. You're coming on. Why not? Let's go for it. Brendan, young legs. Oh hell, I don't really want to go positive because we're already 1-0 up. 1-0's a good result at this point. If we look at the league table, it gets us out of the relegation zone, which is fantastic. I've always realised how big my face cam is. I need to make that much smaller. But oh no, that's not what we need. Why? Why? This is not what we needed. We don't need injuries. That's the last thing we need. That's literally the last thing we need. But it looks like... Am I on extended highlights? Am I sure? Yeah, I am. Right, okay. So it looks like as we go into the end of the game, it remains 1-0 with a total of 6 shots taken the entire game. But that moves us out of the relegation zone. Thank God for that. I can change some of this actually. Match stats. Match stats is already there. Latest scores. We can have a look at that, and that one could be the league table, and this one could be something else. Heat maps? Yeah, sure. But we won. We won 1-0. Do not become complacent, boys. Don't know why you're so pissy. Why are you so stressed? Ah well, lads. You don't know stress if it hit you on the arse. Come on. But we get the win. Our second win of the season. Our first win as Leyton Orient manager. 1-0. Clean sheet. And we move out the drop zone. He's out for 4 to 8 weeks. Again, not really what you want to see. We move on to the next game. Do I play another game in this episode? It was a dead game, wasn't it? Plymouth. Where are Plymouth? Second. Yeah, screw it. Why not? So we're going to play Plymouth in this episode because that was such a bad game. Maybe we can try and G ourselves up and create something else, something different, something better in this game. Get a bit of creativity about us. But our first win as Leyton Orient manager is a significant one as we beat Swindon 1-0. And we move on to Plymouth, who are second in the Sky Bet League 2 right now. Right, so here we are against second placed Plymouth. If I were a betting man, it wouldn't be on me. I can tell you that one for free. And I did not mean to rhyme that. It's just the truth. I wouldn't expect us to pull anything out in this game. So, with that being said, I think we'll keep pretty much the same team, apart from obviously no right back who got injured recently in the last game. I say we pick pretty much the same team. Dominic Telford, former Berry player, wasn't he? Yeah, former Berry player. Until Rip Berry. By the way, I don't know whether I said in the last video. Oh, Danny Mayer as well. No, former Berry lad's coming to bite me. Oh, Danny Mayer's so good, isn't he? Oh, I love me some Danny Mayer. Keep him on my books. Keep him on my books. That. Oh my God, Sean Watton as well. All right. Oh no, Scott Watton. Sorry. I thought it was. What was I thinking? Why did I read that? I read that as something else. I read that as something completely different. Bloody hell. They've got a who's who of bloody League 2 footballers. That's pretty great. I mean, they are in League 2, Harrison. That's kind of what you would expect. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Again, my computer's going divvy. It's really loving this save. But as I was saying, I do want to do like a Berry save in the future. Obviously not right now. because I'm doing this one. But maybe next year or something like that, I would like to do a Bury save. Because Bury AFC, I believe they're now they're going to be calling themselves, are going to be coming into the non-league, and I'll probably end up putting them in like the National League or something like that, or the National League North, or something along those lines, and try and build them up from the ground up. If they're already in the game, that'll help me loads. But if not, then I'll just put them in the game myself and have to replace another team. But I do want to do that at some point, because Bury are my hometown team. They may not be my favorite. They may not have been my favorite team, but they were my hometown team. And I feel like you always have to support your hometown team. As I said, I'm a Liverpool fan and Bury fan up until the point where there was no Bury left. Here we are for the second game. Oh, it's offside. Thank fuck for that. Oh, thank God for that. Right, okay. I don't think he was actually offside. I'm not gonna lie to you, lads, but oh no, he was just. I'll admit that. I'll admit that he was just. But yeah, to the second game, and there was already nearly a goal. Plymouth 0, Leyton Orient 0. Oh, for Christ's sake. Another injury. I'll take him off at half time. I'll keep him on for now. I'll tell him to get creative. G him up a bit. De Silva. Good save by Vigoro. Nice one. We needed that. Oh, that's it. Okay. Again, not much happening in this game. As I said, those two highlights were the only two highlights of this game thus far. But here we go, Vigoro. Oh, that was poor. Maybe play out of defense isn't the best idea. You know what? I'm going to try taking play out of defense off, putting it onto standard, and just letting him have free reign. Because actually, as well, I need to take that off as well. Distribute to whoever the fuck you want, whoever the fuck you want, mate. Just have a bit of free reign at this level. Here we go, Widdowson. We actually have a chance now. Oh, so close. Our first chance of the game, our first highlight, realistically. And again, another highlight. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we needed. Angol. I think he's offside. Oh, he's going to take the shot anyway. Yeah, he was offside. There we go. Not bad. 0-0. We've had the majority of chances, even though there was only like one extra. But I'll say calmly, I'm not happy with your performance out there. I wanted to try and push him. Give a bit more, boys. I'm also, just because I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Ekpiteta. I don't think that's how you say it. I just don't think that's how you say it. So I'm going to call you Marvin. Simple as that, Marvin. Sorry, Marvin. And then Hap, I think I'm fine with that. And then Osho, I think I'm also fine with that. But, might just change yours as well. What's your first name? Hector. I'm calling you Hector. Let's call you Hector. Why do I keep doing that? Hector. Right, sorry. I'm sorry I'm just gonna have to get rid of your names and stuff like that, lads. Don't worry, you'll still be here. Don't worry. We'll still have... Oh, God, we'll still have some belief in you. Oh, God, what am I doing? Calm down, boys. Right, let's go. Bit more positive. Bit more long ball. Well, I say a bit more long ball. Bit more kind of direct. Slightly more direct. Oh, I didn't take the bloody fullback off. I have to take my microphone. Everything's going wrong. Right. I'll take Joe Widdowson off because I don't want him getting injured. Still 0-0 going into the second half, though. Oh, no. Good save. Oh, Dominic Telford with the rebound. It's 1-0 Plymouth. They've just been playing for set pieces. They've done really well with them. We've cleared barely. Good save by the keeper, but straight to everyone else. Just really quite poor. Angol, I'm going to bring you off just right now for Danny Johnson. You haven't been good enough thus far. Oh, here we go. Finally a chance. Wilkinson. To Brophy. Oh, he scored! James Brophy! His third goal of the season! The left back off the bench. Finally a chance and finally a goal. Holy hell. League 2 football is something else, to say the least, and I've just spat everywhere. Oh, here we go. Brophy now. Come on. No, we're not going to get another one, are we? Johnson, Brophy, whips it in to Wilkinson. Oh, Palmer easily picks it out of the air. Oh, I don't know what to do. Sterling, maybe, for Wilkinson. I know Sterling doesn't really play here, but we've got to try something. 85 minutes gone. 86, still 1-1. Chance here, Sterling. Osho. Over to Sterling. Sterling! Oh, what a block by the number 3 for Plymouth. And we get the corner. Get to see the corner at least. Brophy. Brophy. Today, please. Today, please, mate. There we go. Oh, wow. The build-up for that was not needed. Brophy. Johnson. Oh, Cisse, come on. Please continue the highlight. Cisse. Lost the ball. Yeah, I can see that coming from a mile off. Fuck it. Let's go very attacking. I don't know how well that's going to go. Vigoro to Brophy. Nod it down. Oh, no, he's kept it on. Kept it in his stride. Nice. Cisse. Orvego. To Sterling. Oh, you got to shoot it first time there, man. You got to shoot it first time. You can't close the angle like that. Brophy. Johnson! How is he saved? No! How is he saved that? Oh my god. We should have won this game. Johnson. Brophy. He gets tackled by Mayer. We should have actually won this game. Brophy. Come on, last chance. To Hector. Oh, Hector's done awful. I mean, it's a draw. A draw against Plymouth is... I mean, I guess you could say it's better than now. Because Plymouth are in second. I'd say that's a pretty good result. But we could have won. We really probably should have won. Like, I think they had one extra shot in that second half. Like, I don't think they had anything else. Did they score in the second half? I've already forgotten. Yeah, they did. They scored their only shot in the second half, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what it was at half-time. But I think it was at half-time. I think they had 4 shots and 3 on target or something like that. I think that shot that they had in the second half was their only goal. James Brophy coming off the bench. You know what? I may have just changed my mind. Well done. A lot of people were wrong avoiding defeat here. Just try and lift the morale a bit. We're getting there. We're getting there with the morale. We're slowly building up the morale. Rescue late draw. I wouldn't say we rescued a late draw. We really deserved to win that game. They were lucky to have a draw, if anything. They were the ones that were lucky. Right, so I'm fine with that kind of confirming what I've already thought. That we need to kind of play this more attacking system, maybe pass into space. Honestly, we played really well in that last game. I can't really complain about him. How long are you out for? Sorry, 3 days. When's our next game? Scunthorpe in about 4 days. So I might take you out of the team just because Brophy actually played really, really well in that game. Whew. That was actually a really, really good game. But a win and a draw from our first 2 games of our league campaign with Leyton Orient. I can't complain about that. I think that's an absolutely fantastic set of results. As well, it got announced that we were facing AFC Wimbledon in the FA Cup first round. I think that might be where we come back for. I think we might do the FA Cup, the Leasing.com Trophy South Group H, because why not? And Mansfield. So I think we'll do these 3 games all in succession and in and behind closed doors, shall we say, for this trying time. I will play Port Vale, Swindon, Plymouth. Wait, sorry, what am I doing? I was going to say Port Vale, Swindon, Plymouth. I'm pretty sure we already played those. I'll play Scunthorpe and Grimsby behind the scenes, and then we'll come back from Wimbledon, Tottenham, and Mansfield, all in different competitions. So in the future episodes, be expecting 3 games per episode. In this game, I was only planning on doing 1. I was only planning on doing the first one. However, that game was boring as hell, so we did 2. So there we go. In the next episode, we'll be doing those 3 games. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit a like button, subscribe now for more, share the video as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. Goodbye for now.